the Great Northwoods to the Rockbound Coast and streaming live in HD worldwide at foxbangor.com. More people choose Good Morning Maine.
Hello everyone. Today on Good Morning Maine, the driver during a crash that killed 4 Maine Maritime Academy students enters a plea in court. Plus, thousands pack the State House as lawmakers consider protections for those seeking an abortion. And the Make-A-Wish Foundation makes a dream come true for a 5-year-old boy who really loves to go camping. We'll have those stories and much more coming up. Good morning, everyone. I'm Craig Colson. Emma Smith is off today. She will be back tomorrow. We miss you, Emma. Hopefully you're sleeping in today, though, and you can't hear me. We're going to start off today with a check of the forecast. Another kind of drizzly, gray day ahead today. Nothing compared to yesterday when we saw all that rain, but there is a chance for some rain as the day goes along. In fact, it looks like we'll have that trend going through much of the week. For more on what we can expect today, let's turn things over to Devin Biggs.
Alrighty, Craig, thank you very much. Happy Tuesday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Crosby Sports Shop with a large supply of ammo in stock, custom Damascus knives, fishing supplies of all kinds, concealed weapons classes, and a full line of Dragonfly UV tackle, plus the latest in ultraviolet tackle. Call today. All right, let's get things rolling after this morning. We've been watching a few advisories that have still been issued, though. We do have a small craft advisory that is posted until 8 p.m. later this evening. That's when the waves will finally start to calm down. We do also still have some aerial flood advisories posted. All of these here will drop throughout the morning period as things will then begin to improve moving forward. Otherwise, though, here's a look at things right now. We're watching all these tracking from the south going toward the north, but really backing off within the last little while. So finally some improvement as we do begin to taper off the rain, but that won't stay that way, though. We'll be watching for more chances for rain as we do proceed forward in time. All this right here tracking from the southwest going toward the north and east. So there will be more rain on the way, especially as we head towards the afternoon period later on. So futurecast moving forward, watching all this moving in again later during the afternoon period. Perhaps a few scattered morning showers as well. But notice by Wednesday morning, more rain showers that we'll need to watch out for. The winds won't be too bad, though. Maybe a few gusty winds at times reaching up around 10, maybe 25 miles per hour in a few spots. So we will have to watch that again as we do proceed forward in time. So our hourly forecast for the rest of the afternoon and morning period, though, showing increasing clouds, chances for afternoon rain, temperatures in the upper 50s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Craig?
All right, thank you very much, Devin. We'll see you a little later on. Well, in today's news, one man is dead following a crash in Corunna. The Penobscot County Sheriff's Department says deputies were called to investigate damaged property on the Center Road around 4:30 Monday afternoon. When they got there, they discovered a damaged fence and some apple trees and various car parts leading toward a deep farm pond. Officials determined a vehicle was in the water and it was removed with help from the State Police dive team and a local tow truck. Deputies then discovered that the body of a 50-year-old man was inside the vehicle. They say the unidentified man is from the local area, and they'll release more information as that investigation continues. Meanwhile, the driver in a crash that killed 4 Maine Maritime Academy students appeared in Hancock County District Court on Monday morning. He pleaded not guilty to manslaughter and other charges stemming from that December crash in Castine. Matthew Juronsik has more.
A month after being indicted by a Hancock County grand jury, Joshua Gonzalez Radding faced a judge for the first time. He is currently facing a total of 17 charges, including 3 counts of manslaughter, 4 counts of operating under the influence resulting in death, and multiple reckless conduct with a dangerous weapon and aggravated driving to endanger charges. Gonzalez Radding pleaded not guilty to all the charges. The charges stem from a crash that killed Brian Keneally, Chase Fawcett, Luke Simpson, and Riley Ignacio Cameron in the early morning hours of December 10th on Shore Road. An investigation conducted by the Maine State Police found that alcohol and speed were factors in the crash. Maine State Police say this is not the first time the defendant has been connected to alcohol-related incidents. They say Gonzalez Radding was in the passenger seat of a car stopped on Shore Road a month prior for going 90 miles per hour in a 45 mile per hour zone. Police say he allegedly threw bottles out of the car during a traffic stop. Gonzalez Radding is currently being held on a $5,000 cash bail and is ordered to not have contact with the surviving victims, their families, and anyone involved in the case. He will appear in Hancock County District Court in August. In Ellsworth, Matthew Juronsik reporting for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Meanwhile, a Hamden man is charged with burglarizing 4 Bangor businesses. 36-year-old Christopher Archer was arrested on April 28th. Bangor Police Public Information Officer Sergeant Jason McCambly says officers responded to a call about a break-in at Hammond Lumber. They say they found tarps covering stolen items from the business behind Hammond Lumber. McCambly says while they were searching the area, they encountered Archer riding an ATV in a grassy area between the 2 businesses. When officers identified themselves and tried to approach Archer, he fled on foot. He was caught after a brief pursuit. McCambly says the ATV he was riding was also stolen from another business. After investigations into burglaries at 4 Bangor businesses, Archer is now being charged with theft by unauthorized taking, 4 counts of burglary, and also criminal mischief. Authorities in southern Maine have arrested the man they believe is responsible for stealing a truck carrying gravestones. They say 32-year-old Stephen Locke was caught driving the truck in Naples. Officials believe he's the man who stole the truck Sunday morning from the Hall Funeral Home in Casco. It was carrying several headstones and a family memorial. Locke is now facing several charges, including unauthorized use of a motor vehicle and driving with a suspended license. They say he also had 10 outstanding warrants pending at the time of his arrest. Well, one person is now being charged after a confused, nonverbal adult was found wandering in Hollywood Casino in Bangor alone. A Bangor police officer met with hotel security and the adult female back on March 18th. They were only able to get her first name. Hotel security then checked their surveillance footage and saw the woman had come from the parking garage, and they were eventually able to determine which vehicle the woman had been in and then contacted a residential home in another part of the state that the vehicle is registered to. Well, the woman wandering in the casino was safely transported back to her residential home, and as a result of the investigation on April 29th, 60-year-old Tammy Knowlton of Troy was summoned for endangering the welfare of a dependent person. The Maine Warden Service continues to search for a missing fisherman whose canoe was found drifting on Pocahontas Lake on Friday. Mark Laddie of the Department of Inland Fisheries and Wildlife says 62-year-old Lowell Wheaton of Old Town was last in contact with his family on Thursday afternoon as he was heading to his camp on the lake. The Maine Warden Service was later contacted after a canoe with an outboard motor attached to it was found drifting on that lake in Washington County. Since then, multiple agencies have searched both the lake and surrounding shorelines and roadways. A Maine Warden Service plane and a Forest Service helicopter have also been joining the search. The Maine Warden Service dive team also went to the lake searching with an underwater ROV and also scuba divers. They have been actively searching since late Saturday afternoon. In addition to Inland Fisheries and Wildlife, Maine Forest Service, Maine State Police, and the Passamaquoddy Warden Service are all helping in that search. The Augusta State House was overflowing with Mainers in response to a proposed reproductive bill. David Dagnall was there and has more on the story.
Mainers showed up to the Capitol in droves to voice their opinion on the governor's proposed legislation, LD 1619, an act to improve Maine's reproductive privacy laws. If passed, the bill would make 3 changes to Maine's reproductive rights. It would allow termination at any point in pregnancy as long as it is approved by both the mother and a physician, as well as remove penalties for performing an abortion without specific licensing. It would also require that all abortions be reported to the Department of Human Health and Services and the patient's primary care physician within a month after the procedure. Speaker of the House, Rachel Talbot Ross, says Maine's current reproductive laws are harmful because they do not allow for those seeking abortions to make a completely autonomous decision.
LD 1619 seeks to address that harm and put the decisions about abortion later in pregnancy in the hands of doctors and their patients, not politicians.
Prior to the public hearing, members of the pro-life movement rallied together in the Hall of Flags.
Tell the Judiciary Committee that we reject LD 1619 and that they need to vote it down.
Over 1,000 people registered to speak at the public hearing, both in person and online. Many of those in person were there in opposition to the bill.
The Capitol building is busting at the seams with people who are here just to speak up for life and to say we do not want this radical expansion.
Despite the opposition in the Capitol, one of the co-sponsors of the bill, Laura Supika of Bangor, says she's not deterred.
I don't think that the people that are here today represent the majority of Mainers and their belief on the issue, but I think it's still wonderful when people show up and engage in the legislature and come to Augusta and voice their opinion.
In Augusta, Devin Dagnall, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
And real quickly before we take the break, we want to let you know that a police standoff is still underway in Auburn. It got underway last night. Apparently a person fired a shot and is currently barricaded inside a home on Gillender Avenue. Police there have asked some local residents to evacuate. Meanwhile, some are asked to shelter in place. Police have been talking with that suspect inside that home. They say he's very uncooperative and refuses to come out. They have since closed off numerous roadways around that area, so if you're heading to Auburn today, you may find some delays down there. May want to just to avoid that immediate area anyway. That police standoff still very much underway in Auburn. Well, the time now is 7:10. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, a 5-year-old boy is looking forward to a summer of camping thanks to the Make-A-Wish Foundation. But first, another check of that weather forecast. Looks like more clouds and showers can be expected today with highs up near 60 degrees. Tonight, some rain showers will continue right into tomorrow. More rain on the way. The highs tomorrow around 51.
Comfy, cozy, relaxing. Not Joe. Joe's Furniture. Joe's Furniture Warehouse in Newport is the place to find rockers, recliners, sofas, and easy chairs. Quality furniture, affordable prices. Not your average Joe. Joe's Furniture Warehouse, Grogan Avenue in Newport.
Now what? You say it when things go wrong. At Prudential, we think you should say it when things go right, too. Like when you score your dream job, sell your business, or discover she's smart, really smart. Now what? Here's what. You connect with Prudential's rock-solid team serving over 50 million people with investment, insurance, and retirement know-how. Who's your rock? Visit Prudential.com or speak to an advisor today.
Ready to create your backyard oasis? Alexander's Professional Landscaping will work with you to create your perfect outdoor space. Work one-on-one with our landscape designer to create a unique garden to fit your family's personal aesthetics and lifestyle. Have our pros install your new lawn, deck, or patio. Schedule a consultation today by calling 573-4497. Alexander's Professional Landscaping, the way landscaping should be.
Durable, sturdy, stylish. Not Joe. Joe's Furniture. Joe's Furniture Warehouse in Newport is the place to find solid wood, built to last, made in Maine dressers, bureaus, and nightstands. Not your average Joe. Joe's Furniture Warehouse, Grogan Avenue in Newport.
On the next Last Man Standing.
Mike Bax here for Outdoor Man with my last vlog from the open road.
Hello! Mike's back from Mancation.
You want to jump out and say surprise? Your window's closing.
Surprise.
But there's a storm on the way.
Hi, Dad! You might want to hang up a bunch of the roaming fees if I got picked up by a tornado.
Like that one?
Last Man Standing.
This afternoon, starting at 4 on Fox 22.
Welcome back, everyone. Eastern Maine Community College and Dead River Oil Company celebrated the grand opening of Dead River Institute North yesterday. The state-of-the-art training facility is the second DRI location in Maine. The new location offers propane classes and oil burner technician training at no cost to students through the Harold Alphons Center for the Advancement of Maine's Workforce and also Maine Jobs and Recovery Plan. The Maine Jobs and Recovery Plan was approved by the Maine legislature, allowing Governor Mills to invest heavily in job training and supporting small businesses.
Around week 4 or week 5, everything's going to start coming together for you. And everyone here right now is a Dead River employee, but you don't necessarily have to be a Dead River employee to take this class.
EMCC's mission is to serve as a dynamic institution that empowers students to meet their personal and professional goals and to collaborate with our business and community partners.
The next technician course will be scheduled at a later date. Anyone interested in learning new technical skills or additional job training can visit our website at foxbangor.com for a link with all the details. Miguel's Mexican restaurant in Bangor stepped up in a big way to support a family in need after one of his former employees, Ashley Bloomer, unexpectedly passed away in a car accident. Restaurant general manager Kevin Miller decided to coordinate a fundraiser in her honor known as Good Neighbor Night. Miller says 10% of yesterday's proceeds will be donated to a college fund for Ashley's daughter, Kennedy.
We've always been about community and trying to help out, and obviously this hits really close to home.
Ashley called her a gentle soul and someone who always helped others in need. Ashley's mother, Janet, says she's thankful to Miguel's for honoring her daughter's memory in a special way.
I'm overwhelmed all the time, so just a very, really wonderful thing for Miguel's to do.
Well, earlier yesterday, Miller said the fundraiser had raised $2,000 from patrons and expects this number to increase with donations from local businesses and community members. Miller expects to bring back the Good Neighbor Night fundraiser next year. Well, Make-A-Wish Maine partnered with Harvey RV and Marine to grant a young boy's big wish. AJ Douglas was there when 5-year-old Grayson's wish came true.
Back in February, 5-year-old Grayson with them received the ultimate gift of a kidney transplant. Now Make-A-Wish Maine is ready to help him celebrate after months of successful recovery.
We're really in the business of hope, and we know that giving kids something positive to look forward to can make them feel better.
Make-A-Wish Maine and Harvey RV and Marine partner to help children facing major medical needs find joy through the gift of a brand new camper. Organizers say around 20 children have been gifted campers throughout their more than decade-long partnership.
Grayson and his family love camping, but haven't had a camper of their own. So when he had a chance for a wish, he wished for his own pop-up camper.
He goes camping all summer, every summer. He'd rather be in a camper than in a house.
Grayson's family says he's excited and ready to break in the new camper.
So much energy. It's...
In Glenburn, AJ Douglas for ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
100% little boy. Let's hope he has lots of good times in that camper. Well, the time now is 7:17. Coming up on Good Morning Maine, a massive dust storm caused a wreck that killed at least 6 people in Illinois. Plus, lawmakers call for bipartisan cooperation as the nation faces running out of money in less than a month. More Good Morning Maine right after this.
Finding the right vehicle for you and your family can be a daunting task. At Varney Buick GMC, our expert staff is here to make the journey as painless as possible. Our goal is to get you and your family in a vehicle that will best fit into your lifestyle. Communication is key, and our team makes sure to be completely transparent throughout the process, informing you on all of your options. Come experience Varney value, only at Varney Buick GMC.
Detail 207, an average guy with the knowledge and skills to fully detail your vehicle. From cars and trucks to big rigs and motorcycles, we detail it all. If it has wheels and it isn't as clean as you'd like it to be, give me a call and we'll set up an appointment today. 659-2995.
Shine on a dime with your average guys at Detail 207.
Hi, this is Jason.
And this is Jessica from Tossie's Checkout,
A family-owned business located in Glenburn.
inviting you to come experience that welcoming hometown feeling when you're visiting our neck of the woods.
You can always expect tasty treats,
Pizza,
spirits,
familiar faces.
and quality gasoline.
With summer approaching and Pushaw Lake nearby,
We look forward to seeing your smiling faces.
Come check us out.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
A woman from Western Maine is helping to make the final wishes of those nearing the end of their lives come true. Molly Bones Nelson is a certified death doula in the town of Cornish. Nelson says her job does not entail caretaking or distributing medications. Instead, she helps her clients map out how to share their terminal diagnosis with others. She also helps them fulfill their wishes of where they'd like to be buried and who they want to be present when they take their final breath.
So you could say, I want to die in my house, or I'd rather die in the hospital, or wherever you want to die. And then we set it up exactly how you want it to the best of our ability. You may say, no matter what, Uncle so-and-so can't be there. And then your people might say to me, well, I love that guy. Why can't he come? And I'll say, none of your business, dude.
To learn more about Nelson and the job of a death doula, you can log on to her website at mollybones.com. The cleanup continues after a powerful storm brought strong winds and rain to Maine yesterday. In Newburgh, rushing water took out a culvert on the North Road and made travel through the area a little dicey. And in Brooks, a scary close call when a car carrying 2 people got stuck in the floodwaters and was actually swept downstream. A grandmother and her older grandson were inside the vehicle, but they were able to escape. They say they were driving on Littlefield Road when they drifted too far to the left and got stuck in the floodwaters, which quickly began filling the car.
Fill up quick. It didn't take long to fill up and drift. Drift us down the brook. First time I've seen it flood. Okay. But since I've been here, I've only been here a couple of years, but still bad enough.
Pretty scary. There were similar scenes across the state with many communities dealing with flooded roads and downed trees and power lines. There were more than 45,000 outages reported at the height of the storm, and as of early this morning, that number was down to just a few hundred. I bet the utility crews are pretty tired today, too. They had a very long day yesterday. Looks like some of the rain will be continuing in our area. Nothing like yesterday, though. Here's Devin with the details.
Alrighty, Craig, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Crosby Sports Shop with a large supply of ammo in stock, custom Damascus knives, fishing supplies of all kinds, concealed weapons classes, and a full line of Dragonfly UB tackle, plus the latest in ultraviolet tackle. Call today. All right, let's get things rolling out there this morning. These are the advisories we have posted still. This right here is a small credit advisory that's posted until 8 p.m. later this evening. We will be watching for the waves to remain active throughout the daytime period. These aerial flood alerts will finally start to drop, especially as we head towards the morning hours later on. So throughout our show, we'll start seeing these advisories drop, and we'll be done with the excitement. Otherwise, though, here's the wave heights right now. Around 7 to 8 foot wave heights, so just enough for some advisories to still be posted. The whole ocean is still active, with many areas seeing up to 7 to 10 foot wave heights, but that will start to improve gradually as we do proceed forward in time. We've had a few returns on the radar this morning, but a few rain showers in the northern parts of the state. We'll have a few scattered showers possibly this morning, but better opportunities during the afternoon period. Let's zoom things out and give you the bigger picture. Right about in here, though, we've been seeing the rain developing with this area low pressure. It's going to be tracking off towards the east, sending us more rain showers on the way, not only for today, but for the next few days afterward as well. So futurecast moving forward, a few more rain showers possible. Once we head towards later on this evening, though, there's a few more rain showers not out of the question, especially in my Wednesday morning as well. Can't totally rule some of that out. We'll catch a few breaks as well, but hold on to the clouds too. Some precipitation tries to move in from the east going toward the west Wednesday evening. Maybe some rain and a few snow showers in a few spots by that point that we'll need to keep an eye on. Otherwise, though, here we are by Thursday. More rain showers still possible, especially with area low pressure starting to move away. And Friday, the last day for a few scattered showers before finally, we head towards Friday night and a parts of Saturday. Things start to calm down. We'll welcome in some sunshine throughout the day for your Saturday. So any additional rainfall looks a little bit like this. Maybe a half an inch or a little bit more, 3/4 of an inch in the western parts of the state before that starts to taper off. But for us, though, maybe a 1/4 of an inch of additional rainfall between now and Friday before, again, the state finally starts to move out of here. So we do have some gusty winds to keep an eye on as well. Could reach up around 25, even 20 miles per hour in a few spots today, but calming down at times, though, especially once you get towards Bangor and areas to the east. So again, won't be windy everywhere, but still breezy in a few spots from time to time. So for today, upper 50s, increasing clouds, some afternoon rain showers, and a southeast wind getting up to about 35 to even 25 miles per hour hour at times, so 25 to 35 miles per hour will be the general idea in a few areas. So lower 40s tonight, rain showers with that east wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. For tomorrow, not too bad though. Rain showers to deal with, but highs in the lower 50s and that east wind getting up to about 20 miles per hour. Crosby Sports Shop extended forecast. Plenty of rain showers at least through Friday. Friday also being Cinco de Mayo. Then part of cloudy on Saturday, highs in the mid 60s.
Mother's Day is fast approaching, and we have the perfect gift right here at Quality Jewelers. Pick any mother's ring mounting, and we'll cover the cost of the stones. This deal ends Saturday, May 13th, so don't wait. Quality Jewelers, locally owned and operated, Penobscot Plaza, Bangor.
Update your outdoor living space and make the most of your outdoor life with a new deck from Hammond Lumber Company. From wood to low-maintenance composite and PVC decking, Hammond has the materials, knowledge, and experience to help you get everything you need for that perfect new deck. Railing options include wood, composite, aluminum, and the modern look of cable railing. Your Hammond sales rep can answer any questions and will walk you through your options. Get the deck you want, the one you deserve, when you bring your vision to Hammond Lumber Company.
I'm 82 years old and I have collapsed arches, which means the first thing that hits the ground is the bone in my arch. I came to Comfort Shoes 4 years ago because I couldn't walk without pain. And she spent so much time on my feet getting the right shoe, and we finally found the right pair. Once you made these orthotics for me, I have no pain. These are so comfortable. I have no discomfort. I feel like I could go running, and I thank you and Comfort Shoes for that.
Roto-Rooter has served the greater Bangor area and beyond for 35 years, offering plumbing, hydrojetting, snaking, descaling, video inspection, and grease interceptor cleaning services. For all your residential and commercial clogs, call Roto-Rooter today, 990-1234.
And away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Mother's Day is fast approaching, and we have the perfect gift right here at Quality Jewelers. Pick any mother's ring mounting, and we'll cover the cost of the stones. This deal ends Saturday, May 13th, so don't wait. Quality Jewelers, locally owned and operated, Penobscot Plaza, Bangor.
A massive dust storm turned deadly in the Midwest. The rare dust storm rolled across central Illinois and blindsided drivers. There was a multiple vehicle pileup on Interstate 55 south of Springfield that involved more than 70 vehicles yesterday. At least 6 people were killed. The National Weather Service says newly plowed farm fields contributed to that cloud of dust. More than a dozen people were also injured in that crash yesterday. Well, now to new calls for bipartisan action on the debt ceiling. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen warns the country could run out of funds in less than 1 month without a debt deal. Yellen's warning comes as President Biden is inviting top 4 congressional leaders for a White House meeting as the country stares down an unprecedented default. ABC's Justin Finch has more from Washington.
The U.S. Treasury again urging lawmakers to do something about the $31.4 trillion debt ceiling.
Since 1789, the United States has always paid its bills on time, and it must continue to do so.
Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen alerting Congress the agency could begin failing to cover all the nation's bills as early as June 1st. A dire deadline amid the ongoing showdown between the White House and the Republican-led House. President Biden drawing a hard line, calling on Congress to raise the debt limit without conditions.
We pay our bills, and we should do so without reckless hostage-taking from some of the mega Republicans in Congress.
But opening the door for talks, reaching out to McCarthy and other top House and Senate leaders for a May 9th White House meeting.
Sit down, negotiate it, get this off the table. Let me tell you, the American people are not going to stand for Social Security being up in the air.
That sit-down would come less than a week after House Republicans passed a debt limit bill allowing a $1.5 trillion cap increase.
The bill is passed.
But that hike only in exchange for nearly $5 trillion in spending cuts to Biden budget priorities, including student debt relief, veterans programs, and school grants. The president warning that debt ceiling inaction will directly impact American households.
It would lead to higher interest rates. Working people, middle class, and seniors would pay the price.
And time is ticking. The House has only 12 legislative days left this month, and economists warn a default could plunge the U.S. and other nations into severe recessions.
That was Justin Finch reporting. The man dubbed the godfather of artificial intelligence has left his position at Google, and now he wants to warn the world about the dangers of the very product that he was instrumental in creating. ABC's Lionel Moyes with that story.
This morning, as companies race to integrate artificial intelligence into our everyday lives, one man behind that technology has resigned from Google after more than a decade. Dr. Geoffrey Hinton, known as the godfather of artificial intelligence, says he stepped down so he can freely discuss the dangers of AI. He tells the New York Times he's worried about artificial intelligence taking jobs from people and also misinformation, with fake videos, photos, and text saying the average person will not be able to know what is true anymore. And he warns, it is hard to see how you can prevent the bad actors from using it for bad things. He joins a growing list of industry experts calling for regulation. Elon Musk tweeting just yesterday, even benign dependency on AI automation is dangerous to civilization if taken so far that we eventually forget how the machines work.
It is, I think, actually a bigger risk to society than cars or planes or medicine.
One recent breakthrough, a non-invasive AI system that can turn our thoughts into text, saying it could one day help people who've lost their ability to speak due to a stroke or paralysis. Researchers have also found AI can more efficiently and effectively identify cancer, and we've already seen how programs like ChatGPT can write speeches, answer complex questions, and even pass the bar exam. The CEO of the company behind ChatGPT says the advancements are exciting, but also terrifying.
Part of the exciting thing here is we get continually surprised by the creative power of all of society.
I think that word surprise, though, it's both exhilarating as well as terrifying to people.
Sure. I think people should be happy that we're a little bit scared of this.
Elon Musk and hundreds of tech experts released an open letter back in March calling for AI to be regulated. As for Dr. Hinton, Google commended his work and said it's committed to a responsible approach.
Lionel Moyes reporting. Well, still to come on the second half of our broadcast, the stars were showing off some unusual styles during this year's Met Gala celebration. We'll give you a look as Good Morning Maine continues. Nice kitty.
Before and bath fitter. Before and bath fitter. If you have a before bath, now's the time to call Bath Fitter to get a beautiful after. With our unique tub-over-tub process, there's no mess or stress. Spend smart on a beautiful new bath done right, backed by a lifetime warranty. Join over 2 million happy customers who know it just fits. Bath Fitter. Visit bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Pepper's Landing is the definition of authentic Maine dining. Named in honor of our grandfather, the primary focus at Pepper's Landing is offering a variety of fresh, locally harvested seafood to all. We take pride in our quality and selection, but it doesn't end with just seafood. We also offer delicious selections of burgers, pasta, steaks, and more. So stop in to any of our locations and see what Pepper's Landing is all about.
You're watching Fox 22, Bangor.
Welcome back, everyone. Today is Tuesday, May 2nd, 2023. It's also National Brothers and Sisters Day. It's a holiday created to encourage siblings to appreciate each other, reconnect, and to take some time to create some lasting memories. On this day in history, back in 1885, the first edition of Good Housekeeping magazine was published. In 1908, the song "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" was copyrighted. It was written by two men who had never even been to a baseball game before writing the song. In 1994, Nelson Mandela claimed victory in the wake of South Africa's first democratic elections. And it was also on this date back in 2011 that Osama bin Laden was killed by U.S. commandos. He, of course, was the leader of Al-Qaeda, the militant group that claimed responsibility for the September 11th attacks. On a brighter note, today's birthdays include country singer Ty Herndon, who is 61 years old. Actor Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is 51. Soccer great David Beckham is 48. And actress Christine Baranski is 71 years old. She can be so funny. Happy birthday to all of them. All right, going to talk about the weather now. Looks like kind of another rainy day ahead today. Nothing compared to yesterday, though, when we had all that rain that caused flooding. Just saw a picture from down around the Farmington area. It looked like they had some pretty big flooding going on there, too. For more on what we can expect today, let's turn things over to Devin.
Alrighty, Craig, thank you very much. Happy Tuesday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Crosby Sports Shop with a large supply of ammo in stock, custom Damascus knives, fishing supplies of all kinds, concealed weapons classes, and a full line of Dragonfly UV tackle, plus the latest in ultraviolet tackle. Call today. All right, let's get things rolling after this morning. We've been watching a few advisories that have still been issued, though. We do have a small craft advisory that is posted until 8 p.m. later this evening. That's when the waves will finally start to calm down. We do also still have some aerial flood advisories posted. All of these here will drop throughout the morning period as things will then begin to improve moving forward. Otherwise, though, here's a look at things right now. We're watching all this tracking from the south going toward the north, but really backing off within the last little while. So finally some improvement as we do begin to taper off the rain, but that won't stay that way, though. We'll be watching for more chances for rain as we do proceed forward in time. All this right here tracking from the southwest going toward the north and east. So there will be more rain on the way, especially as we head towards the afternoon period later on. So futurecast moving forward, watching all this moving in again later during the afternoon period. Perhaps a few scattered morning showers as well. But notice by Wednesday morning, more rain showers that we'll need to watch out for. The winds won't be too bad, though. Maybe a few gusty winds at times reaching around 10, maybe 25 miles per hour in a few spots. So we will have to watch that again as we do proceed forward in time. So our hourly forecast for the rest of the afternoon and morning period, though, showing increasing clouds, chances for afternoon rain, temperatures in the upper 50s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Craig?
All right, thank you very much, Devin. Well, now to one of the biggest nights of the year for A-listers. The Met Gala was held last night with this year's theme, a tribute to the late designer Karl Lagerfeld. Nicole Kidman reached way back into her closet for her Lagerfeld-designed Chanel gown from 2004, and that's really just the start. ABC's Will Gantz has more.
At fashion's biggest night, the cat is out of the bag. Mr. Leto! This year's theme, an homage to the late Karl Lagerfeld, known for his signature black and white designs. Janelle Monáe in head-to-toe black and white. Kristen Stewart, Vanessa Hudgens, and Jenna Ortega sticking to that color scheme too. Gisele Bündchen in all white for her first time back to the Met Gala as a single lady. And our own Rhiannon Alley, gorgeous in all black. Lagerfeld also known for his pearls. Serena Williams sporting her own on the carpet. Lizzo too. And Kim Kardashian wearing 50,000 freshwater pearls. Her dress took its makers 1,000 hours to complete. But this year's most show-stopping moments inspired by Karl Lagerfeld's beloved cat, Chopette. Chloe Fineman carrying a cat clutch. Doja Cat transforming her own face to look like her namesake animal. And Lil Nas X fully feline, a bedazzled cat to the tip of his whiskers. And Jared Leto dressed up as Chopette herself. The cat, however, officially declining her invites to the Met Gala on Instagram Monday, writing in part that she preferred to stay peacefully and cozy at home. We pay tribute to my daddy every day since his parting, and we are very moved to see one more day dedicated to him.
Will Gantz reporting. All right, when we come back, we'll have all the day's sports news, and we also have a couple of special visitors here from Bangor Community Theater to tell you about a production that you won't want to miss. Don't go away.
Jerry's Used Cars has been a family-owned business for more than 30 years, currently in Corinna and Vesey. However, we have changed a little as we are no longer just a buy here, pay here dealership. We now have access to outside financing and also carry utility trailers. We would be happy to assist you with your next vehicle purchase. And don't forget, here at Jerry's Used Cars, we offer an extended warranty. So give us a call at either our Corinna or Vesey location.
Here at the Eddington store, we have what you're craving. From Holton Dairy Farm products to our daily breakfast, lunch, and dinner specials. Did I mention we have fresh cut meat? From hamburger to steaks and even fresh produce, we have what you're craving. And while you're here, don't forget your ice cream at the Dairy Bar and homemade whoopie pies. Are you low on fuel? We offer gas, diesel, and propane too. The Eddington Store, for more than your average convenience store. We look forward to seeing you.
Asking the right question can greatly impact your future.
Are you qualified to do this? What?
Especially when it comes to your finances.
Are you a certified financial planner?
I'm a CFP professional.
CFP professionals are committed to acting in your best interest. That's why it's gotta be a CFP.
Nicole specializes in electrolysis, which is the only FDA-proven method for permanent hair removal, from eyebrows to toes and everything in between. Let her take care of your unwanted hair. Call 949-3098 to book an appointment.
The bond between twins is a close one.
1, 2, 3, 4, I declare a thumb war.
As day is tonight.
Would you like me to introduce you to algebra? Al who? Oh boy.
And wrong is to right.
They both say weird kid who eats alone.
You can't have one without the other.
I need my own space. But we've always shared a room. I have a training bra. When you complete your training, get back to me.
Young Sheldon.
Weekdays at 6 on Fox 22.
You just wait around a minute, something awful's bound to happen. You saved me. That's what we're here for.
911 Lone Star, tonight on Fox.
Hey everybody, Ryan Sudol here. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's head down to the stream for our first story. Nokomis Regional High School's fly fishing class made its debut this semester, and it's more than just an excuse to hang out by the water.
It's nice to just come out with a great group of guys, kind of chill out by the water, and it's nice and relaxing.
Nokomis Regional High School has a new class in their curriculum, and it's a real catch. Fly fishing.
The weather's beautiful, it's warm out, and then you're just out here spending time with people and who like the same type of stuff.
First-year English teacher Nick Miller is the one who spearheaded the course, and it all started with a simple question from the school's principal during his job interview.
If I could come up with an elective course doing anything that I wanted, what would it be? And I said fly fishing because I love to fly fish. She said, sounds awesome.
All he needed was some heads to fill the class, but that wasn't much of an issue.
Well, I love fishing, and I've really never tried fly fishing before, so I decided that I'd try it out.
One of the other English teachers, she's like, oh, we're having a new fly fishing class. So then I instantly started emailing the guidance counselors to get into the class instead of taking, like, poetry.
But it's not all field trips like this one. The classroom takes up much of their time. It is technically an English course, after all.
We read some of the great writers in fly fishing. We've learned about some of the science behind fly fishing. Lately, we've been studying Maine's native fish species, where they live, what the threats are to them.
But beyond all of that, Miller sees the class as a way to cultivate a passion that the kids may carry on for years to come.
I think this is a great lifetime sport. To give kids sort of the basic tools to be able to do that, I think will pay dividends for them in terms of just living a fulfilled life.
And they are well on board.
I plan on taking it on. I inherited a couple of fishing poles and a whole set of waders. Really like it.
I've definitely learned a lot, and it's put a new interest in for me, because like tying flies is a new interest, and like going out and actually fishing them, it's kind of like a whole new like life experience.
Okay, now let's get to the gridiron. In case you missed it, over the weekend, two former Maine football stars answered the call from the Indianapolis Colts. Former running back and wide receiver Xavier Scott signed a deal with the Colts as an undrafted free agent, and former offensive lineman Michael Garacci was invited to the team's rookie minicamp with a chance at a contract himself. To say the very least, both players are grateful for their opportunities, and they are ready to hit the ground running.
My foot's in the door and the opportunity's there. That's definitely a big part of this, and a big part of what's to come. Just getting started. That was a lot of gratefulness, a lot of excitement.
It's every kid's dream. I feel like that played football to be able to play in the NFL. I'm more than excited, and it's a dream come true.
Of course, this means that Scott and Garacci will be teammates once again for at least a couple days. They already have great chemistry on and off the field, and possibly becoming teammates with contracts makes them even more eager to get going.
I was just like, wow, what are the chances we both go to the same team? And just another chance to play with him is going to be great. He's a great player, great leader, and he takes care of his business.
Oh, I can't wait. I mean, Xavier's a very good player. He's a very good person as well. I consider him one of my really good friends as well. And I'm excited to see a similar face, a familiar face in Indy when I go to this week.
Okay, let's go to the Diamond for some high school softball. One of the only games locally on Monday, Brewer softball tried to go 6-0 on the season when they visited Hamden Academy. Game played on the turf down there in the valley. It sure comes in handy. Top four, Brewer down 5-0. Not anymore. Jordan Williams skies one in the deep left, and it is gone. A 2-run shot that also scores Hannah Reed. It's 5-2. Top five, Hamden's Charlie Shute shuts down the first two batters, and then with runners on first and second, K's the third. It remains 5-2. Top six, which is not going away. Jill Ford at the dish, and she hits a fly ball to center. It gets down. Williams scores. Lead cut to 5-3. Finally, top seven, Shute K's the first two batters, looks familiar, and then again with the runner in scoring position, another strikeout, this time to end it. Shute hot down the stretch. Broncos win it 5-3. Okay, now let's head to the hardwood and the parquet floor of TD Garden. It was the site of heartbreak in Game 7 for the Bruins last night. Celtics trying to lighten the mood for Game 1 of the conference semis against Philadelphia. Let's start first quarter. Celtics up 1. Marcus Smart dish to Jaylen Brown. He rocks the roof with that jam. Celtics up 7 after 1. Midway through the second, Celtics up 7 again. Smart to Jason Tatum on the wing. He buries the 3. 26.5 for him, but next possession, it's James Harden. He takes the 3 and he buries it. Celtics up 3 at the half. Let's go to the fourth quarter now. Celtics up 108-107. Tatum to Al Horford to Smart. He lays it in, count it, and 1. He would make the foul shot, 4-point lead. And then James Harden, 10 seconds to go, down 1. The dagger by the beard. The Celtics drop a heartbreaker in Game 1 against the 76ers. Dang, it's hard to be a Boston sports fan right now. 119-115 is the final. Okay, that's all the time we have for sports. I'm Ryan Sudol. We'll be right back right after the break.
Up and Smoke Fireworks is family-owned with a huge selection including Brothers and Showtime, Time Bandit, and Black Hat brands. We will share our knowledge with you, then go have a blast. Up and Smoke Fireworks, 173 West Main Street, Searsport. Buyer's Garage, where we work on more than just vehicles. We also sell VP racing fuel in 5-gallon pails and 54-gallon drums. But we don't stop there, as we also handle custom metal fabrication and earthwork too. We will repair your driveway and eliminate the imperfections to make it look like new. We can also clear land for your house lot and dig your new foundation. Buyer's Garage. Give us a call today at 745-7095.
Now what? You say it when things get out of hand. At Prudential, we think you should say it when you hand down something valuable, too. Like when you realize a recipe is just one gift you can give them. Ask, now what? Here's what. You get life insurance from Prudential and help protect your family like you protect a family recipe. Who's your rock? Ask your employer about Prudential benefits or speak to an advisor today.
Say goodbye to lag times and death spirals with our crazy fast fiber internet. At GoNet Speed, we've dropped our prices on fiber. That means hello to fast fiber internet starting at just $49.95 per month. Or go up to 1 gig, that's 1,000 megabits per second, for only $69.95 a month. The lowest prices we've ever offered. No contract, no hidden fees, no joke. Visit GoNetspeed.com to check availability in your area.
Up and Smoke Fireworks is family-owned with a huge selection including Brothers and Showtime, Time Bandit, and Black Hat brands. We will share our knowledge with you, then go have a blast. Up and Smoke Fireworks, 173 West Main Street, Searsport.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, we have a couple of special guests here to tell us about a production that's underway in the Bangor area. It is called Enchanted April, and it is your chance to go see some live theater right here in Bangor. We're joined today by Irene Dennis. You're actually the director of this thing and acting in it as well.
No,
you're not acting.
Doreen
you're just directing.
is acting in it.
Okay, well,
I'm directing.
Doreen is the president of the Bangor Community Theater.
Correct.
But you are acting in it. I got myself straight now.
There you go.
Yes, I'm Doreen Moody, and I've been president, 3 years now. And I really do enjoy getting up on stage and being part of a team, which we really are in this one.
And this really is people from all walks of life putting on live theater here in Bangor.
Absolutely. Yep. Yeah. We have several people who've been in education. We have people who do all kinds of different things that come in and participate. And Enchanted April is a play that's really close to my heart. I'm really excited to finally get it going because we were actually in rehearsals for this show 3 years ago and we had to shut down because of the pandemic. So it's been a joy to get back to it.
Tell us about Enchanted April. What is it about?
Sure. It's set in the early 1920s, so it's right after the World War I period. It's a very kind of dark time in England. And it's about these two frustrated housewives who see an ad in the paper for a castle for rent in Italy for the month of April. And their fancies are immediately captured and they start dreaming about what this would be like.
Sounds fun to me.
And they realized very quickly that they can't afford it on their own. So they have to advertise for traveling companions, which is where Doreen's character comes in. So they end up recruiting these two strangers to go with them. And it's really about the journey of these four women and how this adventure changes them and opens their eyes to new possibilities, and they start to see their marriages differently. And it's a lovely play about renewal and rebirth and change and growth and all those springtime themes that are, you know, appropriate this time of year.
It sounds wonderful. What do you like about doing this particular role?
It's hopeful, and so many people afterwards, because we opened last weekend, and afterwards they're like, this is such a hopeful play, and it made us feel so good to watch it. And the journey that these people take, I mean, these disenchanted women go to Italy. They do not invite their husbands, and they go, but yet the husbands show up.
Oh, don't give it away.
And
spoiler alert.
And then things happen.
There's many things that happen. That's the only one I'm telling you. But the journey that these people take together and interact together and show how much they all mean to each other for that journey. It's beautiful. And
for the whole family, would you say?
Yeah, we've had some younger kids, 10, 12, come up and found it quite, they said it was a hoot.
Yes. It's one of those plays, it's got some very serious and also many poignant moments in it, but there's also some laugh out loud moments as well. There's something for everybody. And what I would like to say to folks watching is if you're a fan of Downton Abbey, you're going to love this show because it is, everyone in the show has a British dialect, except for the Italian housekeeper who pretty much only speaks Italian. So we had lots of challenges on the show, but it's a wonderful cast. They are a unit. It's really about just rediscovering the beauty of life through this experience of going to Italy. And we get to transport folks. You get to come for $15. You can have a little trip to Italy. It's amazing.
That sounds fun. And where do people see it? I know you're having shows again this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yes, we have Friday and Saturday evening performances at 7 and Sunday at 3. And we perform at the Bangor Grange Hall on Ohio Street. And tickets are available at 207tix.com, or you can go to the Bangor Community Theater.org website, and there's a lovely little QR code there. You can purchase your tickets.
$15 for adults, $12 for seniors.
Students, seniors, veterans. Yes.
All right.
Which is a bargain.
It is.
Considering we're taking you to England and Italy.
That's not a bad deal at all.
Not a bad deal.
It's a deal.
And Bangor Community Theater has been around in some way or another since the 50s. And became Bangor Community Theater in 1969. So we've been around for quite a while, and we can't do this without help. Yes. And we have some wonderful people who have helped us out. Grace Bridal and Formal, Seasons Restaurant, and we also have a grant.
Yes, the grant that's helping fund this show is from the City of Bangor Cultural Development Commission.
Yeah. So and we need the people too. The people need to buy tickets and go out there and support it.
It's well worth seeing. We've had a number of people that come up. We have regulars that come to every show, and we had several people come up last weekend and say this was the best one we've ever done.
Fantastic.
They were just so impressed. So
well, ladies, thank you for joining us today. We're about out of time, but hopefully we get a bunch of people to fill the seats for you.
That would be wonderful.
And I'll come check it out sometime myself.
That'd be great.
That would be awesome.
Great. So we'll talk again about that.
Thanks, Craig.
Now on to your forecast with Devin.
Alrighty, Craig, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Crosby Sports Shop. With a large supply of ammo in stock, custom Damascus knives, fishing supplies of all kinds, concealed weapons classes, and a full line of Dragonfly UV tackle, plus the latest in ultraviolet tackle. Call today. All right, let's get things rolling out there this morning. These are the advisories we have posted still. This right here is a small credit advisory that's posted until 8 p.m. later this evening. We will be watching for the waves to remain active throughout the daytime period. These aerial flood alerts will finally start to drop, especially as we head towards the morning hours later on. So throughout our show, we'll start seeing these advisories drop, and we'll be done with the excitement. Otherwise, though, here's the wave heights right now, around 7 to 8 foot wave heights, so just enough for some advisories to still be posted. The whole ocean is still active, with many areas seeing up to 7 to 10 foot wave heights, but that will start to improve gradually as we do proceed forward in time. We've had a few returns on the radar this morning, but a few rain showers in the northern parts of the state. We'll have a few scattered showers possibly this morning, but better opportunities during the afternoon period. Let's zoom things out and give you the bigger picture. Right about in here, though, we've been seeing the rain developing with this area low pressure. It's going to be tracking off towards the east, sending us more rain showers on the way, not only for today, but for the next few days afterward as well. So futurecast moving forward, a few more rain showers possible. Once we head towards later on this evening, though, there's a few more rain showers not out of the question, especially in my Wednesday morning as well. Can't totally rule some of that out. We'll catch a few breaks as well, but hold on to the clouds too. Some precipitation tries to move in from the east going toward the west Wednesday evening. Maybe some rain and a few snow showers in a few spots by that point that we'll need to keep an eye on. Otherwise, though, here we are by Thursday. More rain showers still possible, especially with area low pressure starting to move away. And Friday, the last day for a few scattered showers before finally, we head towards Friday night and a parts of Saturday. Things start to calm down. We'll welcome in some sunshine throughout the day for your Saturday. So any additional rainfall looks a little bit like this. Maybe a half an inch or a little bit more, 3/4 of an inch in the western parts of the state before that starts to taper off. But for us, maybe a 1/4 of an inch of additional rainfall between now and Friday before, again, the state finally starts to move out of here. So we do have some gusty winds to keep an eye on as well. Could reach up around 25, even 20 miles per hour in a few spots today, but calming down at times, though, especially once you get towards Bangor and areas to the east. So again, won't be windy everywhere, but still breezy in a few spots from time to time. So for today, upper 50s, increasing clouds, some afternoon rain showers, and a southeast wind getting up to about 35 to even 25 miles per hour at times. So 25 to 35 miles per hour will be the general idea in a few areas. So lower 40s tonight, rain showers with east wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. For tomorrow, not too bad though. Rain showers to deal with, but highs in the lower 50s and east wind getting up to about 20 miles per hour. Crosby Sports Shop extended forecast. Plenty of rain showers at least through Friday. Friday also being Cinco de Mayo. Then Party Cloudy on Saturday, highs in the mid 60s.